Hey, welcome back to the Car Sharker. My name is Jimmy Prater. I'm a car closer. That's what I do. I close car deals. I close and close and close. I love to close car deals. And I want you to close car deals, and I want you to love it. That's just what we do. We're always closing because it's a way of life. We close. It's in our soul. We know how to do it. But before we can close, we got to know how to sell. If you don't know how to sell, you can't close. That's a way of life. You're always constantly selling. How many of you out there really know a lot of great salespeople that just can't close the door? There's a lot of them guys out there, right? But there's a reason why, because they have themselves a good sales process. They have themselves a really good meet and greet, and they can interview a customer, and they could do a great walk around on a vehicle, and they can do a great demonstration ride, and they can even do a second walk around, because that's what you need when you're selling a vehicle. You need to do 2 walk arounds. But they have a problem with asking for the sale. And that comes part of the close right there. Asking for the sale. When you ask for the sale, you can't be afraid of rejection. See, don't worry about somebody saying no to you. No doesn't mean no in sales. You just got to keep going. Maybe you have to go back from the start, from the original meet and greet. Say, oh, this isn't working out, so let's talk again. Think about what you said at the beginning if they said no to you. Think about what you have to say again to jumpstart the sale, because they said no. They put a blockade in you. You know, it's easy to say, if the figures are absolutely agreeable, will you own and take delivery of the vehicle today? See how I said it? Now, if the figures were absolutely agreeable, sir or ma'am, would you own and take delivery of the vehicle today? No. Okay. However they say no, okay, whatever. But if the figures were absolutely agreeable, normally, after you ask them if the figures were absolutely agreeable and you finish it out, would you own or take delivery of the vehicle today? Normally, a customer, just saying, a customer will follow up with an excuse. I don't want to say it's a lie, but it's an excuse. They may say, I need my mechanic to look at it. That's an excuse. So how do we overcome that objection? I understand that, sir. That's all about the figures. As long as your mechanic looked at it, and if the figures were absolutely agreeable, would you own or take delivery of the vehicle today? Well, my wife's not even here yet to look at it. Oh, I wouldn't expect you to buy it without your wife looking at it, but if she approves it and your mechanic approves it, would you own and take delivery of the vehicle today if it's absolutely agreeable? I don't have my trade-in. We do blind trade-ins every day. I'm sure you're the type of person that you could describe it very well to me, and you could tell me what's wrong with it. Or you can also tell me what kind of maintenance you've done on it. Absolutely. Yeah, so if the vehicle was, if we could work out the trade-in and your wife approves it and your mechanic says it's okay, we can do business? Yes. Now, when you go into your store and you write a guest offer up, and that this is a real critical point that a lot of dealers miss out on, is a guest offer. You got to have a guest offer, and it's got to be a neutral guest offer. It can't be something that somebody's looking at it and thinking like, whoa, that's a contract. It's got to be kind of a passive agreement. Okay, it's got to be on the customer's terms, because the whole deal has to be on the customer's terms, right down to the very end. Everything, the customer's got to win, and they got to feel good about it. So now you got 3 objections, right? You have the one objection that the mechanic needs to approve it. You have a wife that needs to approve it. And you have a trade-in issue. All right. Now let's get to work. You write it down. Say you have that guest offer right there. And that guest offer should just spell it all out. Mr. Johnson will own and take delivery today if the figures are absolutely agreeable. Well, that's fine. Mr. Johnson will own and take delivery of the vehicle if it's absolutely agreeable. And you can see here, Mr. Johnson, that I went ahead and I put down that your mechanic must approve it, your wife must approve it, and you want a lot of money for your trade, and even though it's not here and we can't visually see it. All right, now, then you get your process out, your trade process out. Let's start from there. You work out the trade process. because you don't want to make a phone call to the mechanic right away or the wife right away because you're going to probably blow that sale out. So you take something like, you have to decipher right there what direction you're going to go in that sale. Myself, I would choose at that point, start dealing on the trade. Now you're dealing on the trade. Okay, so tell me all about this trade-in. Okay. You write down everything on that trade-in. All right, so you got as much information on the trade-in as you could get to take to the desk. Now, you got to let's just work out the trade-in, sir, before we move any further. You got wife in the background, and you got the mechanic in the background. We all know how mechanics are. They want to feel like they want to bash the deal. And not only are they mechanics, they all of a sudden become car salespeople, and they all of a sudden become lawyer, and they consumer experts at everything. We've been down that road. Not all of them, but there's some of them do. All right, so then you take it that direction, and you just follow your normal sales process from there. However your sales process is. Now you come back, say, okay, I got you all the money for the trade-in that you wanted to have, and here's your payments, here's the price of the vehicle, you don't even need to put anything down because there's no money owed on your trade-in, whatever the deal might be. Now here comes the hard part. Hopefully it's past closing time where you can't get a hold of the backyard mechanic or his mechanic or wherever the mechanic is. You can't get a hold of him. Let's just hope that. Because we know that's always a buzz killer, right? Sometimes it just doesn't go down. Now we get a hold of Mrs. Johnson on the phone. Can we get a hold of her? Yeah. Oh, okay. And that's a good thing. Call him right there. Try to close the deal right there. Get the wife on the phone. What's wrong with that? It's better than taking the car and showing the wife. I would rather get her on the phone. Okay, let's get her down here. If you take the car to her, sometimes she's kind of like, and it could go both ways. But sometimes if you can paint a picture better than you can actually show somebody. They may see it and say, that's not what I really thought it was going to look like. So it's okay to paint a picture on the phone. But that's something that you got to decipher. I personally like doing that. I think I could sell better on the phone, selling-wise, than in painting a picture for the spouse, and it doesn't matter if it's a husband or wife, and put it on speakerphone. Oh yeah, did you tell him about the body side molding? There is none because it's got a European design. Tell her that. Oh my gosh, did you tell her about the plush interior and how the leather, what kind of grade the leather is? Tell her that. It's the same thing with the husband. Oh, did you notice that, the payments are very low? Listen, there's just numerous of things. We could go on and on and on. Bottom line is, it starts from the very beginning on a sale, and then you have to ask for the sale. You got to ask for the close. You got to ask and ask and ask. This is the way it is. If you like the video, go ahead and share it. Please, go ahead and share it. Make a comment. I'd like to hear from you one way or another. Love to hear from you. At the same time, subscribe to my channel. If you subscribe to my channel, it's right there. You click that little bell and go ding-a-ling-a-ling, okay? Now get some energy in you. Get some energy in there and move forward and try to do one thing. Try to always have a smile. It should come natural. All right, do yourself a favor. My name is Jimmy Prater. Go something. Yeah!